Good morning, everyone. I'm here on the Sevilla Bridge, and when I've been here previously, it's been with the Task Force Special Operations to try and manage the traffic in this area, to stop those riding without helmets and stuff like that. But today I'm with the anti-smoking team from the MMDA. Actually, there's various teams, but I'm with one of the teams. Now, what you might not know is that the MMDA are no longer allowed to apprehend smokers because they lost some legal cases like way back. So now the only people who are allowed to apprehend smokers are the LGU and I think also the police. So what they do instead is three different things. One is access control, to try and limit any cigarettes that are being sold within 100 meters of a school. So they go around various shops, they take a note of whether they're selling cigarettes, whether they're advertising cigarettes, and then they work with the LGU, with the local government, with the city, with the mayor, to try and stop that from happening, because there's a law about selling cigarettes within 100 meters of a school. The second part is education. So they do seminars at schools for children to teach them the dangers of smoking, the health risks and everything like that. And then the third one is to go to PUV terminals for jeepney drivers, tricycle drivers, stuff like that, and educate them also not to smoke, especially while they're driving their passengers, because a lot of people complain, hey, my jeepney driver's smoking and it's filling up the jeep and we're all having to take in this smoke. So yeah, let's go. So the first stop is at the barangay. They have to get a clearance, and they also ask them if they're willing to provide any of their own men, for instance those that are going to apprehend smokers and issue tickets. So that's the first stop for today. So it turns out that barangay building isn't the one we need to go to, or there's no one there anymore because of the construction. So we're now here at this one. So the kagawad from this barangay, sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing, will be joining us today. And he's actually able to issue tickets either to those who are smoking on the street or to businesses that are selling cigarettes within a certain distance of schools. So here's the list of violations that they're able to ticket for: riding in tandem, smoking ban, urinating, defecating, spitting, jaywalking, garbage waste, so littering, placing of objects on the sidewalks, so that would be useful for SCOG, noise control regulations, curfew for minors, and code of parent responsibility. So there you go. And you can see the MMDA will be placing one of their posters here to try and warn people away from smoking, especially children. And you can see here it does have an ordinance number, so anyone who wants further details can look that up. Basically, there's a school along there. There's also a daycare center or something like that along here. So anywhere that's within 100 meters of a private or public school, no matter what level, from bottom to top, regardless of age, they're able to approach these stores. Basically, they don't want them selling cigarettes. I think there is a certain law that you can't sell cigarettes within 100 meters of a school. And if they find that they are selling them, they're going to report that to the LGU for them to take action. They just advised the man to put out his cigarette. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Let's see. So it looks like the process is to collect an ID and then issue the ticket.
5 days lang po ito. Tutubusin din po ito.
So within 5 days you have to pay the ticket. So this is the first time you've been apprehended for this anti-smoking. What do you think? Is it fair?
It's fair.
It's fair.
It's all that for the people.
Yeah.
It's good for the health.
Okay, I'm glad that you're so cooperative, because some people,
I know my fault. It's my fault.
Okay, salamat po.
I'm smoking in the streets.
Thank you. So that went very smoothly. The guy said, yep, I know it's not allowed. So, okay, give me the ticket. I asked what happens if you don't pay the ticket. You have 5 days. If you don't pay it, they're going to start a case against you. So it's not worth it. It's really best just to pay it within those 5 days. What's the rules about stores selling cigarettes near public places and schools?
Ang ano namin dyan, kung hindi sila magbebenta, walang maninigarilyo. O di walang magiging sa public places. Kaya dapat huwag na sila magtinda ng sigarilyo.
Within 100 meters?
100 meters.
So for instance, behind you is a basketball court, a barangay property.
Yes.
Is that considered
Public places.
Babalik kami, check po namin kung meron pa. Bibigyan lang namin kayo.
Hindi, kasi nung araw pa yan, ganyan na sa inyo, nangyayari na kayo.
Oh yes, kaya nga.
Kasi bawal nga daw, malapit daw sa eskwelahan.
Yes po.
Nung araw pa yan, pangalawa na kayo uli.
Oh yes nanay, tama yan, tama ha. Huwag na magtitinda ng yosi na yan.
And you can see they've also placed a poster here.
Kawawa naman yung mga bata na sa
So here you can see they're removing the advertising for cigarettes because they don't want it to be promoted anywhere near a school or even other public places like the barangay basketball court and stuff like that. Thankfully, very swift action removing the advertising. And then if they find that there are places selling cigarettes within 100 meters, they'll submit all of that paperwork to the LGU, to the mayor, and then request that they take action to make sure it stops. Right now they're advising that this sign up here isn't allowed. So, okay, the owner said go ahead and bring it down.
Good morning, ma'am. Sa MMDA po, ma'am, information campaign po sa mga tindahan po na malapit sa school. Regarding sa sigarilyo, sir, may tinda. Hindi, okay lang, ikaw na may in-interview lang naman.
Hindi sasakit ka lang. May tinasigarilyo? Meron. Meron sa
Wala, meron.
Meron. Ito tobe.
Meron.
Good morning. Sabi na po kami sa mga tindahan malapit po sa school po ha. Kung may tinda po tayong sigarilyo po. Ay ma'am, bawal po magtinda ng sigarilyo po. Kasi mayroon po ma'am.
Meron po. Paubos na lang yun namin. Pero na lang yun nung nakaraan. Kasi bibigyan namin kayo hanggang Friday. Hanggang Friday. Pero po pag ikot namin next week, iikot po ulit sila kagawad. Dapat po wala na yan. Lahat po ng meron dyan, kukumpiskahin na namin. Tapos may ticket pa kayo, huli na ha ma'am ha. Ang selling natin is 2,000 pesos. First offense. Ha? Paubos na lang.
Pwede kayo magdikit ng sticker po ma'am ha. Katuwang po namin ng DOH ma'am ha.
Oo ma'am, magdidikit lang.
Saan po pwede?
Pag-asa ng pagkain.
Ay, good morning po. Sabi lang po kami sa mga tindahan po malapit po sa school po sir. May tinda po tayong sigarilyo sir?
Wala po. Ganun magtinda kami. Pinagbawal po.
Okay po sir. Kasi bawal po talaga magtinda po sir ha. Kasi nasa ano po tayo public places saka po sa likod po tayo ng school po mo.
So this 7-Eleven, is this within 100 meters of a school?
It's covered with 100 meters because next street, you can see that that's SGRU.
What's that?
Jose Rizal University.
So the Kagawad will now enter 7-Eleven.
DA and City Health Office. Asa ng Yossi natin? Nagtitinda tayong Yossi? Hindi kayo nagtitinda ng Yossi? Tinanggal na? Kailan pa? Oo, kasi bawal tayong magtinda ng Yossi. Hindi naman lahat ng 7-Eleven. Kaya lang, naitaon na, nandito tayo malapit sa school. JRU, tsaka yung nandito, tsaka yung nandyan. Ha? So, walang Yossi.
No cigarettes?
Sure. Cigarettes, sir.
Okay, congrats. Thank you. Honestly, I expected to go in there and to see cigarettes just like you would at most stores. So actually I'm happy to see it's not there. So they've just come across a jeepney driver. Actually the policeman was the one to spot it, that he was smoking. So I think the Kagawad will now issue a ticket.
5 working days. Tapos na. Within 5 working days na hindi mo itinuloy. 5 araw.
5 araw.
Ipon pa ako eh.
Ha?
Kapay sa puso.
Ay, pag umakyat ng korte yan, tapos ka.
Sa atin yan, magkaloyo.
Oo.
I didn't expect this to be a very interesting day since the MMDA themselves can't directly apprehend people for smoking. But by teaming up with the LGU, they can really make a difference. And it's been very interesting actually to follow them around and see how it works and see what they're trying to do to prevent people from smoking in public places in the first place. You know, it's not just about apprehending, it's also about educating and the health reasons behind why they're actually doing this. You can see there's a sign up here, Ordinance 513 School Zone. I can't read it because it's broken, but I guess it says 500 first offense, 1,000 second offense, 2,000 third offense.
ID na lang po. ID na lang.
Retard ako eh. Hindi ko alam sa Maynila. Hindi ko alam. Ha? Retard ako. Hindi ko alam. Tapo ko na lang to. Ha? Tapo ko na lang ha? Ha? Tapo ko na lang.
Bawal po kasi nag-Yossi. Dapat po sa tamang lugar lang, designated smoking area. Pero dito po kasi wala tayong designated smoking area.
Kasi sa paglakad-lakad.
Bawal po. Siguro naman sir, napapanood nyo sa TV yung ng EO 26 ni President. Littering naman yan, littering.
Ay.
Huhuliin namin kayo, littering kayo.
Aalalahanin niyo po yung batas sa Pilipinas.
So here's another 7-Eleven. Let's take a look. So they are being sold here.
Naka-display po yung sigarilyo nyo. Bawal po yan, di ba po?
Ano po tayo dito? Alam ko yung dito lang sa kabila.
Ay, hindi po. Ito po, ayun po yung eskwelahan eh. Malapit po kasi doon. Ay, nakakita mo.
Hingin na naman kayo. Kasi po bawal talaga yan. Imposible namang hindi nyo po alam na malapit kayo sa school. Imposible naman din po yata na hindi nyo alam na pwede kayo magtinda pag within 100.
Dito lang sa kabila yung naanohan namin.
Kasi nandun yung eskwelahan. Pero ito po kasi, yung sa likod nyo, ito po St. John Bosco ba yan? Ito. Itong mataas na building na yan.
Ay, hindi ko po alam na
St. John Bosco. Opo, St. John. Asan si Kagawa?
Ayun ang sigadawa.
Pero wala nang...
Hindi kita kasi may nag-yosi dyan. Tsaka bukod po doon, bukod sa bawal kayo nagtitinda ng yosi, hindi po dapat naka-display. At tsaka bawal ang tingi. Pero dahil sa talagang bawal, so wala nang display, wala nang tinda. Patitikitan lang po namin kayo kasi bawal talaga.
So I didn't realize that just outside they're also issuing a ticket to this man for smoking. So when they issue a ticket to a business like this, it will be based on the business owner and the business permit and not the individual behind the counter. Right now they're going to place a sticker over this one because it would be very hard to remove it. The owner's perfectly fine with them putting the sticker there. She said, yep, go ahead. They're now checking the Mighty Mart, which is just across from 7-Eleven.
Bawal po tayong magtinda ng yosi kasi within 100 meters po tayo from school. Yan po yung St. John.
So the Kagawa is now writing out a ticket. Looks like someone in this jeepney is smoking. It doesn't look like the driver. Looks to be maybe the guy that collects the money.
Ito sa garilyo, ha? Agawan, isang ticket, ha? Taga saan po sila? Taga saan po sila?